movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Now, fourth and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on fourth and short, you can pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Stanley looking to pass. A quick throw there is incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They go play action with Stanley. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Stanley to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the 31-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carr. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up third.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Play action. Now Purdy. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be second down.
7-yard pickup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, and I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. They go play action here. Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Purdy from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Stanley. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Stanley. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's That's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Stanley. Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And the Raider first down.
Back to throw again. That's to Bowers once again. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
First down, Raiders.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board here in this Super Bowl. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
That's the score, Niners 10.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Purdy looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. A big third down play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
Well, he's worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Here's Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hernandez. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Purdy will look to throw again here. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Stanley. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
6-yard pickup.
With the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy off the play fake. He finds his man complete. It's Martinez. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Carr. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing here, Purdy. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. play there. 31 yards. And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. But down the numbers, there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Powering his way forward. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. Oh, he shoves himself free. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Stanley.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down.
Now Stanley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Stanley looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Stanley. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
The kick is
Going after, right down the middle. And it'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Here's Stanley to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Looking to throw. Stanley. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
From the gun on third down. Stanley. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. Couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
82 yards rushing for him now. A big part of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. Now Purdy. That's complete to the rookie from UCLA. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They'll try the left side. It's Carr. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. 27 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. It's Carr. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
13-yard line.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
So the completion results there in 9 yards.
2nd and 1.
And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Get set, get set.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Hard throw, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stanley. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty.
Stanley's pass.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside.
Stanley's pass.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Throwing is Stanley. He finds his man. Complete. It's Martinez.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Looking to throw. Stanley. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And that will be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
1st down, Raiders.
A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a 1st carry here for the running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The gun. They'll look to throw. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Now a handoff to Jeanty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a very important 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the 1st half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carr. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. Short throw caught by Bowers. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
2nd and 3. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Back to throw. Stanley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw. Stanley. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And the Raiders 1st down.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now he'll tuck this and run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. To the sideline and incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Malik Mustafa on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Stanley. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
7 yards.
They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Hut, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Las Vegas.
Back to throw. Stanley. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
At the 12-yard line.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stanley. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Stanley. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carr. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So the Raiders now down by 13. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the give, Genty.
46-yard line.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Genty. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
operating from the gun. Stanley. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. Here's 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Looking to throw. Stanley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back to throw again. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Has Austin Jeanty, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Ball red, blue, 32.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes you get a first and goal, you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Steel, black. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Number 2, Austin Jeanty. A gain of 11 on the play.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stanley. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
1st down, Raiders.
And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Loss of 2 yards.
It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
On the podium is Commissioner Goodell. He'll present the Lombardi Trophy to the San Francisco 49ers. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.